Hello and warm welcome on today's Holistic Love Show with myself, ChriSOULa, Sirigou, the Golden Muse. A show dedicated to all of you joy bringers, change makers, life explorers, and all of you beautiful souls that you're always feeling like, what can I give back to the world? And today we are going to have a wonderful exchange of soulful musings with my guest, Elspeth Kerr. Welcome, Elspeth. Wonderful to have you here.
Welcome, ChriSOULa. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share rainbow joy.
Yes, we are all about sharing rainbow joy and let your inner rainbow shine, lovely ones. Yes. So
Yes.
Today I was called to wear the color of joy, which is yellow. And Elspeth and we said, okay, let's set the intention for this wonderful exchange between us. And with her wonderful divination cards, the joy cards, Elspeth chose the card. Yes, sun. All right, I am the source of joy. How wonderful as an affirmation this is. Thank you, Elspeth. I am the source of joy. How wonderful is it actually to bring that into your being and connect with that, the vibrational energy of these words. Beautiful. Elspeth, you have done an amazing job with these cards. The reason why I'm here with you, because I followed you and I watched the interview you had with Dr. Andrea Pennington. And I like to mention here Andrea because she has been an inspiration to me too. And I saw you celebrating the launch of your wonderful joyous cards. And I was so touched and I was so moved and but really, I felt really excited inside. And I said, I really like to connect with this lady and also with the co-creator of the cards. Her name is Sarah, you mentioned before?
It is.
Yes, and you were bubbling with joy, and I could see your Scottishness coming out. And you are based in Cyprus, the island of love and Aphrodite, if I remember well from my mythology times. So here I am, the Greek goddess. Connecting with you, the Cypriot goddess and Scottish goddess as well, and let's have a wonderful exchange of soulful musings between us today. I'm really looking forward to that, Elspeth.
Lovely, yes. The card that we chose was actually, Sarah took all the photographs, and this was actually taken in Egypt. So it's got all the
wow, Egyptian energy in there, yes.
Which we've both been to. The number 12, when you look at it, it's the number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So really, like 12D realm of potentials and possibilities, because it's 12. The actual number is 12. Yes. And then we'll take it down, it's number 3, which is mind, body, and spirit. It's that co-creating space. Yeah. And with what's going on in the world just now, it is time for souls to shine their joy. To move out of the space of fear that they've been in and just be joy, And I always say with this card, somebody could take like a mystery bucket. Mm-hmm. And literally throw all your questions into this mystery bucket and then say, don't know. Why is this happening? Throw it into the mystery bucket. Don't know. But although some of us do know the ultimate reason it's happening, but some maybe of your other listeners don't. So any questions that they have, just get a mystery bucket and throw anything into the mystery bucket, because life is a mystery. And we have to live in the moment of now with this card full of joy, the vibrancy of the color yellow, which is your solar plexus, it's your power, the power center. And as you said, the color yellow is indicative of joy.
Yes, yes. And when when we are confused or worried or anxious, overwhelmed, fearful, uncertain, then it's not natural to tap into joy. So that's what we're here. We're here to invite you to explore ways how you can tap into your joy, and joy that actually can come naturally from tangible things around you, but also naturally from your environment, from nature, from the elements, from colors, from aromas, from anything that really, you know, becoming more conscious. And I think that's what it's all of these crises that we are going through. It is to make us more aware of how we can tap into our own joy, because remaining in a fearful state, it doesn't help you as an individual, but doesn't help us as a collective either. So what can we do, Elspeth, to tap into more joy?
Okay, one thing that I personally do is pick a joy card every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you look at the front of the card, it says "with love" on it.
Yes.
You know, with love, I think you can attain your joy.
Uh-huh.
You can't have one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't be in love without joy, and without joy you can't be in love. You know, so it's that synergy, that, you know, even that infinity.
Absolutely.
You know, putting love on one side of the circle and joy in the next, and infinitely blending the two together. The reason that we did them this size is because people can literally carry their joy with them. If people own a deck, they can pop them in their pocket. Ladies can put them in their handbag. They're not a deck of cards that I perceived as sitting in somebody's like treatment room or on a shelf with loads of other books. It's something that you can literally carry your joy with you. You mentioned the word fear. This is just, it's a euro.
Yes. Or you can use a pound coin. Yes, absolutely.
You could use the pound coin. And put on one side an F and another side an L. Mm-hmm. And just do a little thing of flipping the coin 3 times. And if by any chance you pick fear 3 times or fear twice and love once, vice versa, that's your choice at the end of the day. You can stay in the fear, that's fine, but you do have an ultimate choice to go, no, I want to stay in love today. Yeah. So that's a very easy thing. We all have coins with us. We all carry coins. So you can, you know, just do that very quickly, even in the morning, you know, whenever. Another instant, I practice EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. Yes. So just take your 2 fingers like that on the forehead, breathe and tap in joy. Just breathe in and say the word joy. Breathe in again, joy. And one last time, joy. And then you can do another round with peace if you want. And you find that takes you out of that fear mode or the anxious space and just literally settles the whole body. You can even do it on the wrists like that and do joy there if you happen to be somewhere and you didn't want to do that. Wear a joy bracelet.
Yes. As I said, something really easy and simple, but also tangible, you know, that you can connect with almost any time you wish.
This is, and I have one of my Reiki students here who's French, Julie, and she makes these little amber joy necklaces, bracelets, earrings. So you can, you know, this is something that doesn't cost too much, and you can wear your joy as well. And it's very good to smile every morning. As soon as you wake up, remember this.
Yay! Smiley face.
Yeah, when you smile, you ignite all the happy hormones in your body. And they do say every smile that you make each day, you grow younger. So the more,
we like that, don't we? Yes.
the younger you become. And the word smile means start my eternal love engine. Smile.
I like that. Yeah.
Smile, you're igniting the love from the inside to the outside, of which we really need to do. And by smiling, you never know who maybe you're smiling at or what's going on in their life. And your smile can maybe change that person's day or even their life by being joyful. And I want to just tell a little story of when I lived in Scotland. I was doing my weekly shopping, buying some bananas, and there was an old gentleman beside me, and I'm picking my bananas and he's picking his. And I looked at him and smiled and said, hello. I'd got my bananas and off I went with my trolley. And then I was looking at something else in the supermarket and he caught up with me and he tapped me on the shoulder and he said, excuse me, do I know you? And I went, no. He went, I'll never ever forget that smile.
Oh.
You know, you just sometimes don't know, you know, what's going on in someone else. And it's a simple thing to do is just to smile.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
it is absolutely, Elspeth. And it is something that, you know, that's how we can radiate joy, you know, by smiling.
Totally.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then equally the way we choose the words we say. But if we don't want to use any words, you know, just our physical expression, our eyes, communicate that easily. That's it.
Absolutely. Always remember in the morning to evoke your joy angels. There are so many angels out there that are redundant. So give them a job. Say, come with me today. You know, show me joy. You know, it might be in a cloud formation or you know, the sun, or there'll be something, a little feather. There'll be something that you will be showing when you invoke them in the morning. You know, you know, just get into the way of doing that.
Yeah, and also I love connecting with angels before going to bed as well. Connecting through a meditation or saying expressing your gratitude, or even when you read a book and you have something really really lovely that you as a reminder. Something that makes you feel good inside, basically. And angels are there everywhere. It's just ask.
Yeah, just, and you know, when we mentioned smiling in the morning, it's also important to that be the last thing you do before sleep, is smile into your heart when you sleep, because that changes things that have happened during the day, basically. You know, you physically go to your bed and just smile as you close your eyes, and you'll go into a much more profound and deeper sleep, and maybe have, you know, some sort of dream or whatever, you know, in the sleep state, which is it just your little keys of which you can, you know, the little tools of which you can use. Another thing you can do is create a joy healing room. Just find, you know, in a meditation, just close your eyes and go to a space, a place, wherever you feel comfortable with, and create a joy healing room. So you're going to add into your room anything that will allow you to feel joy. And each
is that a real room? Is that, or is it a symbolic room? How do you what do you think that it could be a real space in your house, or it could be a metaphoric or a symbolic one?
It could be both.
Yeah.
It depends on depending on the person. Some people have, when they meditate a lot, have specific places and spaces that they go to. So it depends on the individual. But if any of your readers want, you know, I can guide them through something. That's not a problem. But it's for each individual to literally, you know, you could paint the walls of your room yellow and then walk into that yellow, joy-filled room. You know, as you say, invoke your angels, 4 corners of the room, you know. Have a lovely chair, whatever makes you happy. You know, put that chair in the room and go and sit in it, because you're in control of this space. You can have whatever you want, because it's a reminder that you control your own joy. You know, no one else. And it's like taking that sovereignty, that you know, oneness for all that is in that space, so that you can feel loved, maybe nurtured, and welcomed into that space. You know, sort of creating maybe a little art space, maybe a space with music, maybe like a little space that's got your indoor spa. You know, you go and sit there and do whatever you want. A space that you'll feel safe, a space that you'll feel secure, but so confident as well. And just sit in that space and breathe. Because every breath that you take, you're basically sending love, you're sending joy, little joy notes into your body, in your healing room of joy. And just always remember that you literally, joy can't come from a space of unease or dissatisfaction. So you choose your time of joy, so that, you know, you can feel that outburst of happiness and then rise up into the higher vibration that joy brings, and fill literally every cell of your body with joy. There may be like a notepad there, so you can sit and write all the thoughts or the words or whatever is in your heart that is not joy. Write them all down, and then remember, you can always change them. So then you reclaim your joy by writing how, you know, say that you maybe had abuse as a child. So how can I move into a space of forgiveness now? Or if you had an argument with a partner. So, okay, that happened, that's in the past. This is the now moment in my healing space of joy. Do I still want that? That's up to the individual whether they want to carry it through or not. So make this room basically whatever you want. You know, it can be a complete fantasy room. You know, it's entirely up to you.
It could be your little sanctuary, your little you know, sacred space where nobody else.
You can go in there.
You can invite whoever you like, you know, metaphorically, through your soul, through your mind, your heart, and we all need that kind of space. And sometimes you can also bring that connection with the outside, and I bring that connection with, I feel it with nature. I feel a connection with the bird songs. I feel a connection with little lambs. I love little lambs. I love them so much. You know, I love that spring energy that we are enjoying now, you know, and that's, for me, it's joy comes really, as you said, Elspeth, from the moment now, the right present moment. So we cannot tap into joy yesterday or 3 years ago, but you can only tap into your joy now, and you can choose what you want to have in your now moment, in your now, and that's where the power lies, I believe.
The power is in the now. And lastly, you know, there will be a doctor in your room if you call him in, and you ask him to write you a joy prescription. Okay.
Yes.
And say, my name is Elspeth Kerr, so it will say Elspeth Kerr needs 1 to 2 doses of joy per day, or whatever you feel you need. And then when you come out of your joy room, take your prescription with you, put it, you know, on some place in your house, the fridge or somewhere, and look at it and remember, every time you open the fridge door is to smile or do something that we've said, because that's your joy prescription that the doctor ordered, the doctor of joy.
Yes, and actually we follow doctor's orders, most of us. so that's a really nice trick. I like that, Elspeth. So okay, you may not follow your own prescription, you follow doctor's prescription. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I love it. And then when you mentioned before about a notebook, I'm inviting you to become your own joy detective. So you can look for things in your life and people and situations and really little small things that bring you pleasure, and write that down in your joy notebook, in your joy diary, or whatever, you know, journal, whatever you use or you like to start using. And that's a really good practice, I find. Really good practice.
And just now, a lot of people, you know, are maybe like self-isolating, you know, they're at home. Somebody said to me today, I'm bored. And I went, bored? I said, oh, I don't know what that word means. I said, go out to your garden, get a stone and draw.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's easy. You know, people say, oh, I can't draw, but you can just even write the word joy on a stone, carry it with you, you know, do a big heart on a sheet of paper and write the word joy in it, because joy means just observe yourself.
Yeah, lovely.
It's good.
Just observe yourself. Yes, I love that. Yeah.
Lockdown that we are in at the moment, it's for people to take time to observe themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What's working in your life? What don't you like? Where did you lose your joy on your life? Or did you give it to somebody? Did somebody take your joy? You know, because of certain set of circumstances that happened in your life. So go back through your childhood and think, you know, who took your joy? Who did you give to? And then move back into that joy. You know, and just draw like a big heart and write joy in the middle and all the words that you want, you know, love, fullness, gratitude, openness, mindfulness, whatever word, fill your heart, you know, until, because that's you observing what you really want to move into that space of joy. Sometimes it can be like old patterns or, you know, the kind of beliefs that people have, they self-sabotage themselves. Move away from that space, because this really is a huge opportunity for mankind, for humanity, for the planet, the universe, for Mother Earth.
Yes.
As we heal, she heals too.
Yes, yes. And here in the UK, we had, you know, children and young people expressing their inner joy and connecting with their own creativity by, you know, beautiful colors and connecting with the rainbow. So, and I am all about rainbow. I am the rainbow queen. I love colors. I love colors, and I use colors every day in my practice as well. And talking about rainbow, I also like to mention that I feel called to inspire young people and children, but also connecting with all the parents out there and educators to come and be part of the writing competition I have launched, and to write, to send their own story, their own poem and letter. It could be in the form of a letter, a rainbow letter to Mother Earth.
Nice.
So that's part of my project. So since we talked about rainbow, I'd like to mention that here and now with you, Elspeth, as well.
We one of my neighbours and I, she's just like along the street. We got some chalks and we got everybody from the street out one night. We drew rainbows and hearts and put words all on the street.
Yeah.
was probably about a month ago. And we, like yesterday, we had thunder and lightning and torrential rain, but yet still at my gate there is the hearts. They've never washed away. I don't know how. It's amazing that there's
Amazing, yes, amazing.
still there.
Oh.
But with the older gentleman in the street, he had so much fun watching us. And then we did all his driveway as well with rainbows and things, so he could see it. And it was just bringing everybody together, because it's this unity consciousness that we need to move into.
Yes.
On our street we have Russians, English, Scottish, Danish, Romanian, Slovakians, Germans, Maltese,
Wow.
and a Jordanian.
Wow.
And that's in our little cul-de-sac.
Multinational. Wow.
Yeah. And it's beautiful because we're all one, just co-creating fun in the street. Okay, they were all in their own spaces because that's that's how we were told. But they literally surrendered into that space of, okay, what is, So it's surrendering into the space of what is. We can't change this just now, but we can move into a space of acceptance. And my husband has been stuck in Canada for 8 weeks, and for me, it is what it is. That's my line. It is what it is.
Accept what is. Yes, it's a journey to go through that, isn't it, Elspeth? Sometimes it's not easy to accept what is, and we try to fight against it, and we try to resist it. And it is a human nature to do that. But it's actually it's learning to surrender and learning to accept that there is a divine plan behind anything, and everything.
Yeah. And if you can choose, in your acceptance, if you can choose joy, happiness, and laughter, then it doesn't get you down.
No. Replace any frustration or anger or uncertainty with using different techniques and different ways to help you to tap into that even more during the day. Yeah, I think it's a practice. Living in joy, it's a practice, and the more you embrace it, the easier it becomes. Right, it becomes natural after that.
Yeah, no, totally. It's interesting because I'm often asked sort of the difference between joy and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people will ask you that. For me, joy is a deep sense of spiritual awareness. And when we understand who we are, then we can know who we are in the great dance of life. And it's having that deep gratitude for all the gifts that you have and your own experiences in life. At times they may not have felt very joyful of what you've been moving in and through, but ultimately that is the soul's lessons that you chose, literally. Whereas happiness for me is an emotion. It's like an experience. When you're in that fun space or state, it's when the soul feels the pleasure, or ultimately there's a sensual pleasure of the happiness. And we all seek somewhere joy and happiness in our lives. But we have to allow joy into this moment of now, because this is the joy of the new earth that we are in. So enter into the joy space, feel the joy, and be with joy with Mother Earth. Yeah. You mentioned earlier about literally hearing the birds sing. And it's so true. The sound, this morning I went into my pool at 5 a.m. and the sound of the birds was just incredible. And we don't have, we've got a few, like lemon trees and orange trees, but it was like just a music kind of chorus in the morning, and it was so beautiful just to swim in the water, because we're made up so much of water, and just feel that blessedness of being supported in water, but yet feel the nature of everything, you know, round about us. And that to me is the pleasures of life which bring you joy.
Yeah, yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. It feels like a birdsong bath, a birdsong sun bath. So you can have a bath in colors, you can have a bath in aromas, you can have a bath in different experiences, but also you know, allow yourself to connect with birdsong. I think that's one of the most joyous experiences in life, I find. Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's funny because yesterday I have these yogi teas, and
Yes, I love them. Yeah.
I took one in the morning and it said, "Joy is the essence of success."
Ah. Yeah, let's drink to that.
I thought that was beautiful. I laughed
Yes.
because, okay, Spirit, you've given me this message. I need to share this message with everyone today, you know, for that same reason, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Elspeth, that was such a beautiful connection and sharing from the heart, and then offering some very simple but very practical tools and exercises to use in everyday life to choose joy and tap into more joy, and of course joy is available and abundant for every single one of you and every single one of us. So Elspeth, thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
joining here.
you.
Thank you for being part of Holistic Love, the Holistic Love community. You're all welcome to come and join us in our Facebook group page. Find us, the Holistic Community with ChriSOULa and Life Explorers. And I'm sharing interviews. I'm sharing lots of other educational, inspirational events there. You can actually find out the 4 colors of joy that I took through all the community members in the Facebook page, and connecting with the elements and the meditations in color. So there's lots of things you can experience and choose love and joy. So thank you from myself, ChriSOULa, and from Elspeth Kerr today. Thank you.
And thank you from my heart to your heart. I send a beautiful rainbow from Cyprus to whoever sees this in the world.
Oh, received it with much love and gratitude. Thank you, Elspeth.
Much.